Across the U.S., soaring use of opioids has forced tens of thousands of children from their homes, creating a generation of kids abandoned by addicted parents.
What's your favorite fish to catch?
Tiffany Eggers of McCordsville, Indiana, started fostering Eli as an infant. He was drug positive.
When I got him at 4 months, he reeked of some sort of substance. It literally took a week to get this horrible smell out of his hair, out of his saliva, out of his feces, out of his urine.
Today, Eli is a healthy little boy. The Eggers family adopted him, but will never forget the difficult process.
He's very colic. He just kind of screamed, and now I look back on, I think he was just traumatized.
Though substance abuse has long been an issue for child welfare officials, this is the most prolific wave of children affected by addiction since crack cocaine use surged in the 1980s.
He was born on methadone. They sent him home, and then he went into severe withdrawal.
SHAWNEE Wilson grew up with addicts and was 13 when child welfare officials removed her from her home. Now, at 26, she's trying to beat heroin, having already lost custody of 2 children and given another up at birth. Her 4th child, Kingston, was born just over a year ago, and it took a month for doctors to wean him off the heroin Wilson exposed him to. He is in foster care now in Indianapolis, and Wilson is fighting to get him back.
It's hard. It was harder at first, as I was still struggling more with addiction, but now it's making me stronger for when he comes home.
New foster care cases involving parents who are using drugs have hit the highest point in more than 3 decades of record keeping, accounting for 92,000 children entering the system last year. The crisis is so severe, with a 32% spike in drug-related cases from 2012 to 2016.
I came to Indiana and I was floored at what I saw here.
Dr. Tara Benjamin is a maternal fetal medicine specialist. She treats women with high-risk pregnancies.
When I walked into the labor and delivery unit, there's always a whiteboard, but they had a list of patients with the title "Do Not Prescribe," and it meant if these women call, they're probably seeking, so don't prescribe for them. I had never heard of that in life. To me, that was an indicator of how bad this epidemic was here.
In the state of Indiana, drug-related foster cases shot up more than 6-fold between 2000 and 2015.
I read the report and I just burst out crying.
Judge MARILYN Moores has been on the front lines of helping children affected by the horrors of their parents' addiction. Her burden is making the right decision for families according to the law and her heart.
We had a 2-year-old that was found in a home. The neighbor heard him screaming, and thank God the door was unlocked, and the neighbor went over and found the 2-year-old in the home. The dad was dead of a heroin overdose with a needle in his arm, and no one knew how long the 2-year-old had been in the home.
The opioid epidemic is destroying communities and families. Meanwhile, thousands work towards solutions and a means to comfort the children born into the desolation of addiction. Robert Ray, Associated Press.